may want to let your feelings run wild, but take a look at this secret tool from the Stoic playbook. Stay calm when someone brushes your teeth. It's easy to let anger get the best of you, or let sadness take the wheel. Stoicism is still an important theory today, like it was in ancient Greece. It means taking a different path by embracing this isn't a well-written, thoughtful answer about hiding how you feel. It's about not letting them run your life when you're not dealt with. So don't get mad. You want to be validated. Take a step back. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? Most of the time, it's not the refusal itself, but our own fears that make us feel bad. We need to get to this place the most. Useful. You're being ignored. Breathe. Think about why this isn't the right time. Making you who you are, it's just a moment. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to our not on other people's acts and responses. Behave. So be polite and nice. If you want to reach out, do so with genuine in their care, not in hope of this. The method isn't about being passive. It's about being in charge of your feelings. Seeing that your sense of self-worth isn't your power lies in how others see you, in how you react, not how other people treat you. That changes the game. Adopting thought like this isn't simple, but it's transformational. When you learn to be calm, when you get turned down, you're not just getting through a tough situation. As you grow, you learn that your inner peace isn't up to outside forces. Making sure it's true is a journey being sure of yourself where you learn to value you. By doing this on your own, you show real toughness and strength, and wow, that's really attractive. People are drawn to people who are sure of themselves. People who don't give up at the first sign show that you don't care. So by staying calm, you're not just getting by, you're living. You're growing into someone who can get over disappointment and use it as a stepping stone. A stone for mental growth. That's the method 3. Take them off your 3. Take them out of your thoughts. Mind when you're being turned down. Getting good at the art of detachment becomes one of the most powerful weapons you have. It's not about forgetting or acting like the being turned down didn't hurt. It's about making use of that skill to start the transforming process by recognizing, feel the pain of rejection, but don't give up. Let it hold your thoughts in place, like a skilled sailor taking on rough seas. The waves to move you forward, not backward. Flip your boat over. Changing rejection needs a change in picture viewpoint, not as a problem, but as a message sign telling you to take a different route. Look into routes and options, doing things that make you feel good, and make it bigger. Open your eyes and read a book take up a hobby that makes you think, to see how far you can go, or offer to help with a group project that brings something new. In my opinion, these aren't just not paying attention. They are stepping stones to find yourself and grow every day. It's the things you do that shape who you are, giving you more strength, read more adaptable, and build a circle of positivity. Spend time with positive people who make you feel good and inspire you in their company, shares your goals, and listen to. These kinds of events lead to an area where mutual growth can thrive. Remember that failure is not a sign of whether you're worth it or not. Find yourself again and start over as you. As you go along this path, you'll discover that what looked like a painful rejection was really a push in the right direction for a path 4. Show a more satisfying 4. Show what you're worth. Being turned down for worth hurts, but it's also a test of how tough you are. View it, instead of giving up under its weight, it as a chance to show how tough you are next. When Sid walked into a meeting, or don't worry about not getting a raise. Rather than making a storm of self-pity or resentment, put that energy into taking positive steps to work on a project that show off your skills or offer to. If you lead a new project, your value isn't lessened by other people's care. It's a chance to shine brighter without being stopped by the shadows of being fired. Remember, when one door closes, another one opens. Another one comes up that's not just sitting there. Talk. It's a plan for action. Rejection doesn't say anything about you. Worth it's a turn to get you back to where you are. Not getting more. If you're passed over for a maybe the universe is pushing you in that direction, towards something that fits better. Use your skills and interests to do this as a way to reevaluate and realign what are your best qualities and how can you turn to get the most out of them. It's about writing your own success story where every failure makes room for a comeback. This isn't about putting up a smile over your sadness, is what it's about accepting the whole range of feelings and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to what can decide what to do and how to reply when you're being turned down. Practice having empathy for other people and for yourself. Maybe that coworker who forgot about you is dealing with their own worries. Understand more, not as a weakness, but as proof of your strength. Grow from these events. Think about them. Learn. And then rise from the ashes like a phoenix. The ashes of rejection, more powerful and smarter than before the rejection. So isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning. In the story that makes you want to become the most real and strong version of you, face it head on with the knowledge of the years and the health of youth, and see how it changes from your biggest fear to your best friend in growth as a person and 5 successes. Cut off all touch and silence. 5. Don't talk to anyone is not just the lack of sound, it's a strong emotional tool in your bag, especially when you're being turned down. Think about being ignored or turned away. Your gut might tell you to fix it to try to close that gap. But now is the time to change the script. Please be quiet. It's not a game. It's about getting your power back when you lose it. Choose not to respond and not to flood with when you get texts or calls. You're moving forward. Back up. This stop isn't just for them. In order for you to remember you're not worth someone else's, okay, let's look into this silence more. Isn't idle. It's planned and active. There's more to you than just waiting. It's time to think about things and grow. Getting back to your goals and hobbies. Think of it as a reset button for your life, giving you strength and clarity. The time without touch isn't cold or rude. It's a limit you set for your serenity of mind. It means I love myself too much to chase or beg. This mindset isn't just tough, it's also energizing. It says a lot about how much you value yourself. And faith in the end. Think about the quiet word you send in a world where people expect quick answers. Your silence can even be interesting. Look good. It shows you're not quickly offended, shocked that you have a lot of priorities and areas of interest. Besides, this being turned down isn't about making them don't feel bad about it or come back crawling, showing that you're firmly centered and not easily persuaded by outside proof. This method doesn't promise a change in the way they act, but it makes sure a change in yours that makes you stronger, balanced, and ready for anything. Next, with grace and poise. 6.6. Show them they're wrong. Show them they're wrong. How to use being turned down isn't just about showing yourself wrong, but other people wrong. What you can really do is what it's about turning no into fire. For, let's say, someone doesn't believe in your skills in doing a certain job or skill. Now is your chance to get better at that skill. Not to get their praise, but to learn as much as you can about your own limits. Always practice and come to class with a level of skill that even I didn't know you had this. It's not about a big surprise for those who don't believe. It's about building a fortress of silent skills and confidence in yourself right now. Think about what your acts will do. Instead of words, you don't need to tell people about your ideas or progress. Results speak for itself. If you're seen as not creative, start a job that shows off your imagination. If it's called uncommitted, let your deeds speak for themselves. What you will do in this quiet revolution of getting better at yourself isn't a fight against how other people see it, but a fight for mental growth, and when you change what people say about you. Shifts to the real point of proving it's not because they change their ideas, but in changing your own image of your journey of getting better at yourself will not only surprise other people and change your being aware of your skills. This isn't just about show them they're wrong. It's about changing what you think right is. And in this on the journey, the biggest victory is the realizing that the only thing that really counts is the one you give 7, have fun outside. 7, have fun outside. The real essence of life shines through the most. When we leave our comfort zones, being joyful isn't just about having fun is a smart way to build being strong when faced with failure. The usual response is to pull away to stew because of how sour the feel, but here's a twist counter that instinct by consciously looking for. This isn't about ignoring your joy. It has to do with giving them a new playground, whether it's to check out a new sport or getting back into an old love. That the act itself is a statement of rebellion against the weight of being turned down. People are social animals, and there's huge power in shared have learned on your way to power. Please remember the value of your tribe. Get your friends together for a hike and join a share a group art project, or just a meal times like these help people bond in more ways. Then just make you feel better. They remind yourself of your place in the weave of interacting with other people, each laugh shared each. The story that was told is a gentle reminder that you're more than the sum of your problems. You're part of a bigger story, one that lives on connection and shared strength. This is where to find real magic, you have to step into the unknown. It can be painful to be turned down, but in fact it lets many more try a type of food you've never tried. Go to you haven't been to that neighborhood before, or a lesson on a subject you don't know much about. What you've been through isn't just, they are distractions and chances for growth. Every new event builds on the last one, of who you are, making you more flexible, more caring, and more ready to deal with life's, if you get curveballs. Know that the goal isn't to forget about being turned down and learn from it, making each thing you know a stepping stone to a fuller, more interesting life. 8. Improve your social standing. Think that you're 8. Get along with more people in a room that was forgotten and almost invisible here. There's your secret chance. Stoicism teaches us how to deal with these kinds of turn disappointment into a driver for personal growth instead of looking for approval. Focus on improving yourself and your community, taking part. This isn't about climbing it's about moving up the social ladder. Own set of stairs self-improvement tasks such as exploring physical health as a hobby. Getting ahead in your job isn't just chores. They're the tools you need to make a think about what makes you stronger and more fit. Sharing your journey, not to get praise, but for getting together when you talk about, let it be about your hobbies or accomplishments, a way to connect with others who understand. This isn't a way to help your story. Get friends, but make an honest effort to meet other souls who share their beliefs by, you're not good at helping or networking. Putting a few lines on your resume is all you're making a fabric of important relationships. This way of doing things is deeply based on the Stoic theory of personal improvement, and making a difference in the better good are tied together in getting ahead in social circles. The main goal is to achieve this. It's not a journey. To become famous, you have to go through getting better at being yourself. Each step you take should count as a step toward betterment that has a ripple effect that makes the group better. A shift in viewpoint is important, but it's not seeing is more important than being seen. You grow and help others in return. Grow this tough mentality is a strong tool for getting around in the modern world, making the denial flow into a very strong wave of good transformation 9 act, like they don't have it when you're faced with someone who 9. Don't act like they're there. Sometimes ignores you the most. The answer is a quiet, it's not about if you're being rude or cold, it's about to keep your own peace. If someone picks to ignore you, you let them. Do not spend your time trying to catch their attention or start a chat. Instead, turn your attention to this might happen in a social setting like a party. Getting close to someone who values your business, start a chat there. Seeing your worth is what it's all about, isn't set by what other people think. Recognizing what can't be avoided, places where you have to connect, keep in touch with this person. To be professional, keep talks short, straight to the point and free of personal, to the point where this isn't about showing them up. It's about being there for yourself by keeping things business-like. You're not leaving room for extra action. It's a stand that says, I'm here for what's. This method is important not for the play. Helps you keep your mind on what's important, keeping you stable and grounded by supreme apathy. If the disrespect keeps up, accept the strength to walk away from this isn't loss. There is a deliberate retreat going on. Being aware that your energy is higher, spent money on other relationships and things that make you happy and help you grow by deciding not to take part in a one-sided. It's not easy. You're not just getting past a better person. You're moving toward chances for better interaction and a calmer state of mind. Your reaction to not caring it's a reflection of failure and a sign of 10. Give your strength and self-respect, giving them the silent treatment. 10. Don't say anything to them. When no one cares, there is silence. Is not about getting the upper hand, about staying strong and honorable. Stoicism teaches us not to use silence as a way to not to hurt or trick, but as a tool for thinking about yourself and feeling. When someone doesn't pay attention to you and if you answer with quiet, let that silence be. The time of reflecting on things is a chance to understand, in order to sort through your thoughts and to get clear on this. This isn't about getting the other person in trouble. It's about keeping your peace of mind in. There's a deep peace in this silence. It's not a chance for personal growth, not about closing down, but about opening up to yourself. Stoicism tells us to take a moment to think about our ideals, what we believe in, and how we want to take part in the world. It's a chance we should ask ourselves, why does this bother me? What can I learn from this? Grow this kind of quiet it's a useful but not destructive. Take a moment to strengthen your spirit and get your answer responses in line with your ethics. So if you decide to stay, just be quiet and make a choice. It's based on self-care and knowledge. Choice not to do certain actions that you think are beneath you, like manipulation instead of anger or smallness. It's adopting Stoicism means calling for moderation, and choice not to answer shows self-control. You're not just ignoring them, right? You're paying close attention to yourself. That's what you do to keeping your cool and focused on your own journey and living up to the Stoic ideal of peace in the midst of trouble. 11. Don't try to get attention. Don't try to get respect from people who are lack of care. The calm way isn't to beg pay attention, it's anchor. Believe in your own worth and freedom when someone doesn't care about you. It's not a sign for you to do form. More loud for their eyes, instead it's a chance to look inside and confirm. You should value your own stoicism. teaches us that we shouldn't have a swinging sense of self-worth. Moved by other people's attentions, it's about being sure of how you feel about yourself. Being aware that your worth isn't up for negotiation. Follow your interests and goals with a lot of heart. Being self-sufficient isn't about showing off. Get someone to understand what they're missing. It's about figuring out think about what you bring to the table, doing things that make you happy. Get in touch with people who like you, and build a life that makes you happy. Being proud isn't an idle thing to do. It's taking a lively, active look at your own life. It's about being so involved in your own, they need to grow and be happy. Proof from outside sources starts to fade into not important, so instead of going after short-term focus, put your attention on yourself. Build a happy life for yourself, no matter how other people see it. Have faith in yourself and be sure of yourself. In the course of your personal growth and success, not just a show put on for a crowd, this stern method isn't just about how to deal with rejection, is about getting past it by paying attention to what really counts your own growth path, and you turn disappointment into an opportunity to grow. Chance to make your commitment stronger, gain a better knowledge of value. 12. Be kind, but emotionally. 12. Be kind, but keep your feelings to yourself. Far away, even when faced with lack of interest, choose to answer with be kind, but keep your inner world to yourself. Strong. This isn't about being cold. It's about keeping your peace of mind. When someone doesn't pay attention to you, it's normal to feel angry or hurt. However, Stoicism teaches us to these kinds of times, not with emotional roughness, but with a calm heart. Smile, say hello, or give someone a just say good day, and do it. Without the weight of what anyone thinks of you, being kind is a gift, not a deal. Keeping your mental distance is not drawing is more important than making walls. Lines. It's realizing that even though you can what you do, you can't control how some people say that this distance is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. And for self-respect, it's a choice to do not let what someone else does affect you. The way you feel by being kind yet detached, you're telling me I don't want to. Let your lack of interest throw off my balance. This method does more than just keep you safe. It gives you strength. And this path of kindness, along with emotional with detachment, you can really feel what wisdom from the Stoics. It's a balance that lets you to talk to grace while standing. Be sure of your own inner honesty. It shows that they respect for yourself and other people, and as a testament, thanks for being mature and getting this the way you get through lives. Not with anger or hurt, but with rejection, but always having a strong sense of inner peacefulness and respect. 13. Don't show 13. Keep your battle a secret. Your pain when someone doesn't pay attention to you, the urge to show how hard things are for you, can be too much. But calmness shows us how to take care of our keep your cool. It's not about acting. Everything is fine. It's just inside. Having resilience shows that you're unaffected isn't a show. It's a sign of real inner calm. Keep living your life the same way. As strong and determined as ever. It's not a show for other people, but this shows how strong you are. Approach isn't about saying no to your feelings. Pay attention to them, but don't let them control you. Let them be the leader of your ship. Peace and confidence be yours. Guides, it's about being in charge of what you can, what you do, and how you react your behavior by living your life with you don't just show confidence. Others about your strength. You're saying remind yourself of it. It's a small but a strong way to say that your feeling of self-worth is not based on others' thoughts or acts, essentially by not showing your it's a battle that you're becoming stoic. Idea of being emotionally strong. This is not about hiding how you feel. It's about how to handle them in a way that helps you keep your pride and dignity. It shows that you are wise, and honesty shows that you are rooted in who you are and not be moved by outside situations. Your answer in the face being turned down isn't just for the world to see that it's a mirror that shows you strength and safety. We've been on this road together through the backwards turns and twists psychology that reveals 13 strong tips on how to turn rejection into a remember that each no is a tool for your success. The problem you're having is a way to being strong, a lesson in Stoicism to tap into our inner strength. Now I challenge you to use these ideas in your daily life. Accept failure, not as a failure, but as a way to grow and getting to know myself. I can't wait to hear your stories of triumph, so click that link and join. Press the button to make the bell ring and let us know about your trip in the comments below, all of your wins and even your problems. When you can't think of what to say, just type. Strength in hard times to show you've got through our meeting. Your community guiding is fueled by contact. Lead us to knowledge, understanding, and most importantly, the skill of turning every turn, a problem, into a chance. Here's to learning how to be calm and strong. Stay together.